Hey, what is going on, Ranger fans? We are reacting to the trade that was just struck between the Rangers and the Penguins. The Rangers acquiring Reilly Smith from Pittsburgh in exchange for a second-round pick in 2027, as well as a fifth-round pick in 2025. Penguins are going to retain 25% of Reilly Smith's cap hit. That would be $5 million total. The Penguins will retain 25% of that, and Smith will be an unrestricted free agent after this season is over. First thoughts here. I don't mind Reilly Smith. He's a reasonably productive offensive player and has 513 points in 840 games, so he does give you some scoring depth. I also really like the fact that he only has 1 year left on his contract because obviously next offseason, that's when the Rangers are really going to be up against it in relation to the salary cap. Igor needs a new deal. Lafreniere needs a new deal. Miller needs a new deal, among some other players as well. However, with Reilly Smith, he just doesn't really move the needle for me. There were other players that were available as free agents today that I liked quite a bit more. You look at Reilly Smith, he's not really a physical player. And it just kind of feels to me like this is the latest third-line winger type that the Rangers are going to try to make into a top-line winger because it's been a revolving door there with Mika and with Kreider. Whoever's playing the right wing with them, from Wheeler to Brodzinski to Kako to VZ, Rosovic, Wenberg. They've tried everybody there, and it never works out because they've got a bunch of third-line players that they're trying to make first-line players, and this kind of feels like the latest example of that. I would put Smith above pretty much everybody that I just mentioned there, but I don't know that he's like a true bona fide top-line right wing kind of player. And another question that I must ask here is why would the Rangers trade a second-round draft pick to a division rival when they could have had other players that were free agents on 1 year deals without having to give up anything to anybody, much less, once again, a division opponent? There were guys like Anthony Mantha, Jason Zucker, like both of them a lot, talked about both of them at the trade deadline last season. They were free agents today. Both of them signed 1 year deals. And you could have just signed them and not given away draft picks to an arch rival team. So I don't really follow the logic there, but I am willing to give Reilly Smith a chance. But I got to be honest here, at least so far, this is not one of my all-time favorite Ranger deals. Stick with Locked On New York Rangers throughout the day. We're going to keep our eyes on everything the Rangers do, and hopefully there's something else coming down the pipe here as far as moves that the Rangers make here on the start of free agency.